Alright, so real quick, guys. This is my non spoiler review for Star Wars Episode 9 The Rise of Skywalker. Or should I say, The Rise of No Walker. Now, I went into this movie as a fan. I wanted it to be good. I really did. And for a good portion of it, it was good. There was some good battle scenes, a lot of fan service. And as a fan, I'm like, yes, service me, bitch, because you didn't give me any service in The Last Jedi. So, it was good to see a little of that. But there's just too many convoluted plot points and things unexplained for there to be any excuse. And, I really think J.J. Abrams tried his best, you know. Um, I know that there are some decisions he made in The Force Awakens that, had he known what the next director was going to do with the next movie, that he probably would have revealed some things in Force Awakens to make, the story move along a lot smoother. The Last Jedi closed off all the plot points. So basically, with this movie, like from the opening crawl, I laughed out loud. My brother was sitting right next to me, and and when he saw it, all he could do was look at me as I was reading it, and I was like, like I couldn't stop chuckling because it was ridiculous. And the movie is really fast paced. The 2 hours and 30 minutes goes by pretty fast. Like I said, it's some good lightsaber battling. A lot of good concepts with the Force, like the Force bond between Rey and Kylo. I thought that was interesting. It wasn't executed as well in the last movie, so it still was on the borderline of weird. It was kind of weird. Um, Palpatine, he's kind of weird. He doesn't have much screen time in the movie. There's side characters that they added that I felt, probably should have been like, they didn't have enough time to flesh out the characters. They were good characters. The Jana character, I forget the actress's name, but I've seen this little black lady in everything. She was in this show I like called The End of the Fucking World season 2. She's been in a lot of shit lately, and she did real well. Finn and Poe actually had things to do in the movie. For the most part, and it was a gorgeous looking movie. All the special effects was gorgeous. Daisy Ridley is fine as fuck. Uh, Adam Driver looked good. Kylo looked good. He reconstructed his mags. They never explained why. After he smashed it in the last movie, why would he reconstruct it all of a sudden? But I mean, you know, it's a movie. All in all, I'm happy that Disney Lucasfilm can close this book up, and just you know fire some people, because the handling of the middle movie in the trilogy really made the ending of it, and the fact that Bob Iger and all them, they want to close the door on the franchise because they fucked up. They want to close the door on making the trilogy movies, which has been the status quo for Star Wars. We had two prior trilogies. I mean, if you didn't have a plan, you didn't need to make this trilogy. They could have started off with shows and things, and it just really shows how, like, having no plan, not mapping out a trilogy can really fuck up. Like, Star Wars basically turned into Transformers. where all the Transformer movies are basically one-offs, but they keep making sequels, but there's no open. The only open-ended story that they left in one of the movies was in the fourth one, and then in the fifth one there was really no payoff for it, no payoff at all. And it's just like the Decepticons got so many contingency plans and all this, and it just doesn't make sense. That's how this trilogy that's what this trilogy turned into. It started off open ended. Last Jedi closed all the plot points, and then they had to just make up something for the third movie just to make it a trilogy because they promised us a trilogy. When really they could have just said fuck the trilogy idea. This is gonna be a fourlogy or whatever, a qualogy, and they should have did it that way. Cause this movie I think probably could have been better if there was two movies. Cause you could have dwelled on plot points a lot longer. But that's my non-spoiler review. I'm about to head to the store, get some drink in me, and then we're gonna have fun with my spoiler review. Just you wait.